Airside counter. Then after a beat, we notice Mark.
Mark?
Hey, baby.
Are you coming with me?
No, I just wanted to see you off. Gary got me in. I'll miss you.
Oh, I'll only be gone 3 days.
Too long. Damn. I could just eat you up. Now give me a kiss. Wow. I was gonna save that for the cameras.
I should go. I don't want to miss my flight.
No way.
Of course.
Safe flight.
Bye, Mark. Christina Campbell. Maria.
Beep. Leave the bag here. We'll take care of it. Have a good flight. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Oh, they'll take you out to the plane.
And cut.
Should I know that the kiss is different? I mean, is it a better kiss than with Maria, a different kiss, or do I sense nothing? It's just a good kiss.
How did it feel then?
How'd it feel? I was surprised. I don't usually kiss in rehearsal. It was a hot kiss.
Kiss involves more senses than penetration. It's a magical thing. Give me surprise and hotness on the day, and that works for me.
Okay.
Rehearsal, scene 43 through 44.
Okay, so Terry, keep up the JFK. It's the dregs of the party, you're chatting, Heather nods off.
Oh. Boy, this has been fun, but I think I'd better call it a night.
Oh, are you sure, darling? We have another round on the way.
It's okay. I'm already regretting the last one.
Well, all right. Go get your beauty sleep. Not that you need it.
Come, I'll walk you to your room. Isabella, I better still have a cocktail when I get back here.
Don't be too long then.
That has never been my problem, my dear.
Move into the elevator. Keep it very nice. Keep your distance, very respectful.
Shoot, I forgot my key.
Here, I'll swipe you.
Tell him I'm dangerous. Compositing test, take 1X.
Action.
Lee wants to know why you stopped seeing him.
People always want to know why.
Has it ever occurred to you that you're not in your right mind?
Who's to say? I'm in no position to judge myself. Nothing interests me less than explanations.
It means nothing to you what my feelings are?
You look older.
You'd like for me to hate you, wouldn't you? Well, I can't, and I won't. So what should I tell him?
Tell him I'm dangerous.
Cut. Let's switch and go again. Amy, that was great. I hope John is paying you twice for this.
John is supposed to pay me.
You think it'll work?
Sure. You got Sarah and Ann, Lee Lockwood and Bob Dean, 2 murders, 2 of everything. Biblical. What's the word? Thunderbird. What's the price? 2 bits twice.
owns your movies when you die? Studios?
Except for this one.
Franny. I like art that touches infinity. This. Not this. I like fucking, I just don't think it's great art. Do you want to go get a drink somewhere else?
Oh, I'm working. I'm a homicide detective. I'm here because we found Minsky. Dead. I particularly wanted to tell you that before everyone else to see a reaction. He was a difficult man.
I guess someone will interview me for the book they write about his life. And I will tell them that he was okay. They won't ask about me.
When was the last time you saw him? Alive?
Yesterday, breakfast.
You two were lovers?
He was his own lover. I was his muse. First I stayed because he needed me to.
We should talk somewhere more private.
A bar.
The station.
Will you drive me?
I'll have an officer drive you. I'll walk to you.
Cut. Love it. Love the chemistry. Should we do 2 shots on the side?
Hear that? We got chemistry.
Can we reset the champagne?
I'm sorry, are you burned?
A little. It is fine.
It will heal. I should go. You may rest.
I feel a little feverish myself. I have not slept or eaten well from worrying about my mother.
Yes. Rest yourself. Good night.
And cut.
Can we go again? I had Marisa in my eyeline.
Oh, God. Sorry.
Dogs barking, wind. Doors creaking. Ambrosia.
You'll not remember this, my sweetheart.
Door?
I heard a noise. It cannot be. Monster, destroyer of virtue. You are no saint. Speak, coward.
It's not what it seems.
Cat. Check the gate and then let's turn around.
You must hush now, for here comes his vessel.
The holiest of men. And handsome, too.
Beloved congregation, there are many of you here today. I see much finery. Expensive clothes, beautiful hair. But I see little holiness. I see wantonness. I see God's servants dolled up like peacocks, here, in his house, to see and to be seen. Who amongst you is truly innocent? Who amongst you has not soiled the perfect flesh gifted to you by our Lord? Some of you, perhaps, but not many, I wager. Lent approaches, a period for which we deny ourselves of everything, a time when temptation appears to us, like it did to our Lord Jesus, clothed in many appealing disguises. Why was Jesus put to such a test? It was not to test him, he's divine, he's perfect. It was to show us how to live. Temptation exists as a force, one that repels us, one that pushes us towards goodness, towards heaven. You all know my story, that I've spent my life in this abbey. I've never walked the streets of Madrid as a man. I am as pure today as the day my Creator shaped me. Do I look weak? Do I look feeble? No. I am strong because my virtue fuels me. My power is granted me by the divine. Think of the Virgin, our Mother Mary. How does she look? Beautiful, perfect. All of the blessings of the feminine with none of the faults. Her purity is power. Her radiance, her faultless complexion shows her as a weapon of God. Her innocence is strength. For those dragged low by Satan, who feed at his trough of sin, how do they look to you? Hollow, huh? Diseased, already half dragged to the sepulchre. Look to your neighbor. Look. See the sin about their lips. Run from their iniquity. Let it compel you towards God. The holy do well to surround themselves with a city such as Madrid. Proximity to this sin makes us more holy, like a flower growing from the grave. God's truest thrive in such a place. Look to me as your guidepost. Never have I known sin, never will I know sin. Satan's pleasures are nothing to me. They pale next to the glories of God. It's not too late for you. Give yourself fully to God, and his holy fire will cleanse you. And you too will be born anew.
She's crying. Cat! Reset. It's where Alvira's close-ups while Miss Morgana fucking pulls herself together.
We can do Marissa's shot too and leave the setup.
Hey, Cat, how do you fix this?
By the Virgin. What devilry's at work here?
And cut. Marvelous stuff here. Mark that spot. Let's set up there for good. Check the gate.
It's no pause. I have never seen such tragedy as mother and daughter dying together in such proximity. It is hard to fathom God's plan in this.
Yet he has a plan.
I would like to perform a surgery to ascertain the ailment.
I admire your rigor, but I would not want to visit more violence upon this innocent body. Perhaps we lay her to rest. Leave the accounting to God.
You are right. There is a time for science, but this is not it. We will compel her to St. Clair's to be interned. 2 days before the feast day. There is ugly timing to this.
The night of the feast, Antonia will be restored to you.
This was a hard task.
The harder the task, the sweeter the reward.
Cut. Okay, let's go again. We saw you breathe, Sophia.
Fuck off, Arthur. You can just cut around me.
Look good from here.
Oh, well, fine. You direct then. John, you and Robert can fix your own mess.
Fuck off, Arthur. You can just cut around me.
You language.
Cut.
Over the...
Oh, well, fine. You direct the alpha.
Oh, well, fine.
You direct the alpha.
You've got enough. We're done with this shot. No one is gonna care whether or not I have briefs on. They're too busy looking at Marissa cavorting around.
Who wins the shot, Douglas? You lie there, I'll direct.
We're done.
We're going again.
No, I think not. Never in my career have I been expected to work like this. You, sir? You're not a director. You're a fucking pervert with a camera.
I think we need a new Minsky. But I have an idea.
My name is John Durick. I'm 6'3", 42 years old, and I will be auditioning for the role of Minsky.
My name is John Durick. I'm 6'3", 42 years old, and I will be auditioning.
Around. Take it in. Now she holds the tube. You can't breathe. More panic. Release. Cut.
No. He was naked, there was blood. First I thought it was a game. Sometimes he would act weak, so I wouldn't want to leave him. But
Can I ask you about these marks?
I hope you didn't get too hung up on these, Detective. Each mark shows that we had sex. The symbols show the type and frequency. Vanilla, we both came. Oral, both came. Rope play, we came. Anal.
Okay.
You asked.
He was active for an older man.
Minsky and the rest, art is a procreative endeavor, a masculine act. To paint me, he had to fuck me. To paint me fully, he had to fuck me.
Fully. Whoever killed Minsky cut off his penis.
How about you, Detective? Do you need to fuck me to decide if I'm guilty?
Who is Frankie Santora?
I don't know.
His name appears 12 times in the diary, and he doesn't show up in any records. So,
Maybe he was one of Minsky's dealers. One I never met.
well, you wrote it.
It's just a name. You should go now. I'm about to go to sleep. I sleep naked.
I'll be in touch.
What's your name?
Goodman.
Your first name?
Detective.
Cut.
Looks sad. She always looks sad in his paintings.
Oh, Christ. What a mess. Get to skip trial at least.
I blinked. Fuck.
Sorry, I'm around.
Feel safe?
39C, take 3.
Let's break for lunch. We'll go get after it.
Breaking for lunch, hot set.
Ready, leave?
What was that?
let's go again.
Scusi. Va bene. This has been my first time working here in Italy, and my first time working with the great Arthur Fisher. I just want to say thank you for trusting me to be your Ambrosio. What a movie. I always say, you can't make an A picture without an A team, and this has been an A team. Look, we took an 18th century novel and made a 20th century picture out of it. That's pretty magical. M.G. Lewis, I don't know if you're up there or
down there.
Wherever you are, I hope you like what we made. VMO. Arthur, you want to say something? Come on.
Thank you, Robert. Oh, yes. Well, as you know, I work behind the camera, and I usually have someone to write all my dialogue, so I'll keep this short. You all have been wonderful, and I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing me talking, so I'll shut up. Thank you, Gino. Thank you, Robert. And Marissa, get up here. And all of you, you've been a marvelous crew.
This has been my first movie. What a first movie. I feel like I just went through 4 years of film school and acting school and just life in a few months. What a team. Arthur, you were harsh but fair. For everything you put me through, I learned a lot. And your karma is having to spend the next 6 months staring at footage of me while I sleep it off. I hope you see something you like in there.
Everyone, a big round of applause to our star, our gorgeous, la bellissima Marissa Marcel. I love you all, and I'm here only to say that I pay for the bar for the next hour. It is rare that I'm this generous. So please, have a drink and toast to our new friends. To movies.
To movies.
Cheers.
I came to ask if you would have someone sit with him, as I must rest for my own sake.
Of course, of course. You yourself have still to fully recover. What a succession of calamities. I will sit with him myself.
Thank you. Perhaps your wisdom can convince the child that life on this earth still has some promise.
I will try.
Cut. Print it.
If it is God's wish, should not be contested.
My mother's ghost told me I would die tonight.
Delusion of your grief. Your mother is in a better world now.
You all think me mad. Grief assaults my heart.
Funny name, Bravo. Take one.
Action.
Lord gave me the strength for you.
Negative, senor.
You still think art is about ideas? He says Olga's been in here every night this week. She usually comes in around 9, so we've got some time to kill. I've got something to help it go down. Inspiration.
Cut. That was real coke. Let's go again. Carl, keep it simple. Until he gets the coke and montage, keep your get buttoned up.
Reset on the drinks.
C23C, take 3.
And action on background.
Action.
I don't see Olga. What are you drinking?
Did they have a 12-year-old Macallan?
Never mind, I'll pick. 2 Ferraris, please. And have you seen that Russian girl? A room full of your deviance. Minsky knew you had to become the thing you were trying to understand.
Also, art is an intellectual exercise. It requires distance.
You still think art is about ideas.
Scene 55, rehearsal.
And action.
Stop her!
You run through the dark. A maze of passages. You see a light through the door.
A visitor? It's been so long since my angel and I had company.
There's no escape.
You struggle. Antonia screams.
I go to my God. It will be a mercy to escape this world.
Stay dead.
Charlie, take 1.
And action.
Are you about to castigate me again, my love?
The opposite. Having enjoyed such closeness, I'm now distraught to lose it. I do not think I can let you die, Matilda, no matter your logic.
But
you said there was a way. Perhaps now I could be flexible where before you thought me bound by my vows.
Ambrosio, I dismissed the idea before, but you've given me reason to live where before I had none. You have given me on this earth some taste of the divine. I will rescue myself. But you must swear never to ask how I seek this reprieve.
I swear.
No horror or threat of punishment will deter me from purchasing more time in your arms. Swear again. Because what I plan to do, I can never share.
I swear upon the Virgin herself. Do what you must. There is no price too great.
St. Clair's has a crypt on its western side. Do you have a key?
Burying grounds. I can borrow one.
Do so. Meet me there at midnight to unlock the gate for me. Stand watch by the crypt lest I be disturbed. Then shall I be saved. Go now. We should not speak during the day to avoid any suspicion. Remember the key and meet me at midnight. I must rest and gather what strength I have left.
I can sleep with my eyes open, but if I have them closed, you can't tell if I'm awake or not. You. I can sleep with my eyes open, but if I have them closed, you can't tell if I'm awake or not. Most animals lack eyelids and sleep with their eyes open. Some prey animals sleep with half their brains still awake. Have you seen Baltus's painting, The Sleeping Girl? I think it's his best painting. I like it because you can tell the girl's awake behind her eyes. I posed for him in Rome, but was in no danger of becoming a muse. I wonder if the girls in his paintings will outlive him. It's an eternal pubescence. Art is the best defense. Good people will always defend the art, and if you live the art, they end up defending you.
Scene 40 Alpha, take one.
Action.
This is really tight. Just so you know, I need to be able to breathe if I'm gonna dance.
You'll quick change after two of us. Aaron here will stitch you in 10 seconds flat.
Oh. Okay, cool.
This isn't going to work.
What?
The panty.
My panty?
Well, you can see through the gown. It ruins your beautiful little bottom. Take them off.
What? Now?
Yes. Take them off.
The dress is really tight. I don't know if I can...
No problem. I'll cut them off of you. There you go. Now then, let's take a look at this beautiful gown. Something for Andrew's memorabilia collection.
Cut. Go again.
Okay, let's get a quick reset on the panties. Can I take these?
Understand what?
Scene 59 Alpha, take 6.
Fuck! Action. can see you. You have no idea.
What's going on?
Oh,
You're shaking.
Isabella. Something just happened to me in my room.
In your room?
Yes. Please don't be upset. I have to tell you what happened.
Slow down, darling. What happened?
Andrew, he made a pass at me. More than a pass, he forced himself on me.
Well, I think everyone had a little too much to drink.
No, it was more than that. It was more than that. He gave me no choice. He attacked me. I had to run away.
This is serious.
It is. It's really serious.
You don't understand, do you?
Understand what?
Andrew's a powerful man, and you've hurt his feelings. That's why I came to talk to you.
He assaulted me.
Maria, you're a big girl. You, of all people, should know the score.
The score? I came here on a professional contract, and I deserve to be treated like a professional. What part of that is unclear to you?
Do you understand now? You are a big girl. You're falling out of your dress.
You don't know who you're fucking with. I'm Maria. Wait till the world hears about this. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna have Andrew put away. I have money. I have power.
You have power. Money. You're not in our league, sweetheart. Andrew could rent out Yankee Stadium tonight and pay every single member of the NYPD to come out and watch him rape you on home plate. You're nothing.
Everybody knows who I am.
The public does. But the people that matter know Andrew. He's the most connected man in the city. He belongs to a different world. And you just threatened him. Do you understand what that means, dear?
I'm Maria. He's gonna be on the front page of every single fucking newspaper in America tomorrow morning. I'm gonna destroy you.
You could have walked away from this.
I am walking away from this.
No. I don't think you are. Do it.
Do what? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Cut.
Let's go again. I can do it better.
We can pick it up.
I wanted the master.
It's late. You need to sleep.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. Let's go.
Let's go.
Cut. Going in.
Okay, let's get a quick reset on the pantries.
Yourself, Father. When you preached after the passing of our late superior.
Yes, I remember. You were present. You were not yet a novice then.
I was there.
3 apples, take 3.
Action.
How does she look? Beautiful. Perfect. All of the blessings of the feminine with none of the faults. Her purity is power. Her radiance, her faultless complexion shows her as a weapon of God. Who's there?
Only Rosario.
Enter, my son.
I brought some flowers from the garden that I thought you would like.
Your attention's charming.
Only Rosario.
Enter, my son.
I brought some flowers from the garden that I thought you would like.
Your attentions charm me.
You were impressive in church today, Father.
I cannot take credit for the Lord when he speaks through me, but you enjoyed my discourse.
Oh, yes. I've never heard such eloquence. We'll save once.
Who? When and who was this?
Yourself, Father. When you preached after the passing of our late superior.
Yes, I remember. You were present. You were not yet a novice then.
I was there. Though perhaps I wish that God had not led me there that day. I would have avoided some suffering.
Suffering? At your age, Rosario?
Yes. My heart yearns to tell, but I fear to lose you.
What could be so terrible to sever my love for you?
There's the bell for Vespers. We must go.
Seek me out after confession. I cannot leave your mind so vexed.
I have...
Scene 47, rehearsal.
A solemn walk. Antonia, child, no doubt in your mind.
I have seen my mother at night.
A dream?
Perhaps. She told me I would be dead in 3 days.
You have a long life ahead of you, my child. Your grief will lessen.
Maybe. I do not fear death.
Walk on. Walk on. And we cut to Tilda. Devilish smile. More devilish. Imagine you just saw Robin's dick.
Scene 47.
Action. Ring, ring, ring.
"60 ass, take one."
Action. Ring, ring, ring.
A sign, Lord. Show me you love me still as you once loved me. I'm Ambrosio, the holiest man in Madrid. I've saved souls for you. I've preached your words more eloquently than any other. I'm your man. In 9 hours, they will burn me at the stake of the Auto de Fe. Is this not an insult to you? They burn your most devoted servant. Am I to suffer for their sins as your child did? I will happily do so. Just please just show me a sign that this is what you wish.
Marvelous, Mr. Jones.
I will have you replaced, that you may.
Slate is good?
11 Charlie, take 3.
And action.
How was the night, my child?
He was troubled, but by midnight he had fallen asleep. I have prayed so much my brain aches.
I will have you replaced, that you may rest. You will make yourself ill, which would compound her sadness. His sleep has calmed. Blessed Virgin, the infection has vanished.
Vanished?
As my lancet. It is clear. The venom has gone. Father Ambrosio. Francis, be blessed.
Daisy, I feel I slept over long.
It is a miracle.
Miracle. I feel weak, otherwise healthy.
You should rest. You have recovered from the poison, but I suggest 2 more days to restore your strength. Rosario, you should sleep. I will have Sebastian take your place.
No need, Father. This miracle has restored my energies. I will remain by Ambrosio's side until he walks again.
I cannot argue with the effectiveness of your prayer. If you need help, call.
More devilish. Now try one concerned by her imminent death.
But she knows it's
She's
not real.
pretending. Perhaps in case Ambrosio sees part of her act. Chin up. Cut. I like the devilish one, but might be too early.
I think we saw the bone.
Later, Father.
53 Charlie, take 2.
Action.
The feast day should mark an end to this string of misfortune. And I am eager to hear your sermon.
St. Clair is close to my heart.
The prioress also wants to use this evening to put behind her the awful business with the girl. I forget her name.
Agnes.
Yes, Agnes. Well, I believe the return to health of yourself and young Rosario is enough to give thanks for.
If I may excuse myself, I have some business to attend to before the celebrations. I will return in time.
What is so urgent on feast day?
I promised the late Antoni that I would pray by her body on this day, to secure the passage of Mother's soul to her side. She was worried that her mother died without absolution.
A deathbed promise. Well, you cannot break that.
Later, Father.
Cut. Maybe start eating the orange earlier.
Okay.
You have sermonized that Saint
62 Apple, take 1.
Rolling on this shot for a second. Okay. Action on Ambrosio.
Deserts are mostly empty of people. Less people, less trouble. It used to be that you could find solitude in the desert before satellite imaging digitized the whole world in the palm of your hand. There are all sorts of places on Earth. Empty places where a person can lay down and die. We used to listen to the rocks crack at night. One of us was tempting the other, but I forget which. In the desert, you can lose track of time. There's no civilization, just sand and creatures. I like how this movie ends. All the good stories finish in the desert.
wanted to do this picture because I wanted to do something a little different. I feel like if I don't show the other side, I sink with the whole studio setup that's on the way out. I don't want to do historical epics, you dig? I want to get in this new wave.
Has a woman ever said no to you, Carl?
And meant it? No, I don't think so.
What do you think about New York?
It's a dark kind of place, isn't it? Look, I'm a California boy through and through, and I know there's an after dark kind of thing you can point to there, but New York, it's a scary place. Driving in from the airport, I felt like I was descending into hell. It's exciting. Are we gonna run a scene?
We could. But I like getting to know you.
This is the scene.
Why did you agree to come out here and meet?
Well, to be honest, I heard Mr. Dirk here is hot shit, and Douglas Simons is signed up. I see there's something happening here, but mostly I said yes, because you were a part of it. I think you're gonna be a huge deal, Miss Marcel.
Do you know how to kiss Mr. Greenwood?
Yeah, I believe I do.
I think there is chemistry here.
Where am I? Take me to Matilda!
My dear Ambrosio.
Where is the demon?
You have surmised that Satan may sometimes take a pleasing form. I've had my eye on you for a while. This model of piety. The mortal who placed his puny virtues on a level with those of angels. Now you are mine. Eternally. Listen whilst I unveil the true depths of your crimes. You've shed the blood of two innocents. Antonia, that pure girl whom you violated, she was your sister. That Elvira whom you murdered, she gave you birth. Tremble, hypocrite. Inhuman parasite, incestuous ravisher. You claim to be above temptation, absolved of all mortal vices. Is not pride a sin? Your inhumanity? Know that I have long marked you for my prey. I saw that your virtues came through vanity, not principle. I observed your idolatry of the Madonna's picture and took her form to seduce you. Your path to crime was laid out by me, and you walked it so easily. Scarcely could I propose crimes so quick as you performed them. You raped your own sister and murdered your mother. Unholy man. But it is sweeter still. Your surrender was unnecessary. Those guards at your door, they were sent to free you. A last-minute pardon issued by the Inquisition to safeguard the sanctity of the cloth. You would have walked free.
We have the contract. You promised to save me.
I promised to take you from the dungeon, save you from the Inquisition. That I did. I fulfilled my part of the bargain. Now your eternal soul is mine. I claim my prize.
And cut!
Arthur, that's hard in the dress.
I hate the dress. It's not shocking. Can I try something?
In a crypt, Satan is naked. The devil doesn't need clothes.
No, a nude woman is not scary.
Kick up the wind machine, have her hair whip around like she's Medusa.
How's that?
For the boss training.
Can we please cut and talk this through?
Happy to go straight into a take. Fuck you, monk!
not.
Are you a buyer?
Not tonight. I'm a cop.
Scene 4A, take 3.
Action on background.
Wander, but let the tide pull you into frame. Action.
Someone here already knows you're dead.
Are you a buyer?
Not tonight. I'm a cop.
Marissa? Cut. Loved it. That was a zoom.
I think you got it. Everyone freeze. We want to get some room tone before we move on.
The cop part of me doesn't need to know everything Alan knows.
Scene 34B, take 1.
Action.
Now you know what happened. Now you know who I am. You still like it? It's a little more complicated than her.
It's complicated.
Isn't this what you're looking for? A confession? Now you can close the case.
No, I can't close the case.
I'm touched. But your first name is Detective.
It's Alan. The cop part of me doesn't need to know everything Alan knows.
You can do that?
I think so.
And Olga?
Cut.
Work with me here. I need a minute.
It's a difficult scene.
I pay for the bar for the next hour. It is rare that I'm this generous. So please, have a drink and toast.
Kiss, 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 kiss.
Okay, no.
And I thought you liked blue movies.
Do you like it?
It's wonderful. How is it being on the other side of the camera, hair director?
He thinks that if he gives you presents, he'll let him make you one of his superstars.
Andy, I do believe you've made John jealous with your gift.
Marissa was already a star before she came to town. I'm just being nice.
Well, that's good to hear. I intend to make Marissa a star for more than 15 minutes.
You boys, you're being so macho with each other. Why don't you just make it up and kiss? There is nothing more cinematic than a kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss.
Okay, no.
And I thought you liked blue movies.
I've not.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Years old, and I will be auditioning for the role.
I do believe you've made John.
Scene 22B, take one.
Action. Cue, Billy.
Well, someone didn't waste too much time. Minsky's body is still warm.
Oh, sorry.
We're the wrong way around.
Keep rolling from the top. Action. Billy?
Well, someone didn't waste too much time. Minsky's body is still warm.
You look different, detective. Did you lose your virginity?
Detective Goodman thinks that Minsky's ex is in town. Olga Raknov?
And here's me thinking this is a social call.
Is he still a cop?
I think so.
Have you seen Olga? I saw her at the Minsky show. She was wearing some special earrings, Minsky originals.
She's Minsky's type. Eastern European beauty queens with nice tits. No offense, Franny. I think I've seen her around.
I've seen her in '88. She sits at the bar and eyeballs everyone coming in.
88.
Oh, you're gonna like this.
Ah, that line. 88. Is it me or is it the line? Club 88? What's an 88?
Do we need it?
How did I see it in the reads?
We can just pick this up in the close-up, right, John?
Yes, Marissa. Cut. Scene 18, rehearsal. Action.
It's the real stuff. Now you know 4 of my names. I only know 1 of yours. I came to collect some clothes and toast him goodbye.
Frankie Minsky.
Both.
What is this?
Nothing sinister. Kinky, maybe. Just a little. He used to come here and we'd have sex. Where Minsky comes from, they didn't really do this. It helped him to compartmentalize it.
Did Minsky dress up too?
Yes, he was the girl. Like all pitchers, he was really a catcher inside. When he was fucking someone, he was only really fucking himself. Everything was about him.
Did everyone know about Frankie?
No. This was something he trusted me with.
You ever wonder why he was so sure of you?
He knew I loved him in my way.
He told me you hated him.
Yes, that too. understand how this worked. You trust me?
What do you want me to do?
Nice. And we cut to Club 88 sequence.
We're gonna need another box.
You saw that?
Carl Greenwood.
Yeah.
What's your real name?
That is my real name. Carl Greenwood Jr. My father was Carl Greenwood Sr.
Sounds like a movie name.
Didn't until I became a movie star.
Before you said there can be too much freedom. What kind of freedom?
Sexual freedom, political freedom, financial freedom. I feel like society needs some limits, rules.
I don't mean to be provocative, dear, but I wonder if it's seeing other people have freedom that worries you.
Is this,
How many women have you bedded, Carl Greenwood?
somewhere between 150 and 200 women?
So you appreciate the freedom to fuck 200 women, but would you be happy for those women to go and fuck 200 people? You're fine if I fucked every person in this room?
Well, have you?
You only live once.
Natasha. And you're okay with this, John?
Why me? Am I the boss, Marissa?
You are.
You're a conservative slut, Carl.
If I was queer, you'd think I was a hero for that.
But you're not queer.
Okay, I'm gonna be happy when Douglas comes back and you can all pick on him for being a dinosaur.
Douglas gets a pass because he's an icon. To Douglas.
Here he is.
Other people have freedom that worries.
Is this how many women have you bedded, Carl?
Other people have freedom.
It's very visible if you're sat outside of things. Arthur Fisher and John Durick run that chain. Ideas, traditions, technique, organic matter gets passed along. Fisher passed me on to Durick, or Durick took me, or I chose to go. It's hard to say. They both wanted to claim me as theirs. There's a life cycle to an artist. And it's very important to get the timing right, to prove, to use one to fertilize another. With John, it was the first time I put myself into the chain.
Of course, Jackie wasn't there. She was on an outing with the kids while Marilyn...
Scene 39, Bravo, take one.
Action.
Got two of everything, two hands, two eyes. Got two of everything, too much of everything.
That's enough. We'll drop the lights, and then she'll sing Happy Birthday. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Hessenberg. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, Mr. Hessenberg, for all the things you've done, the billions you've won, the fee you paid me, honey. I hope I gave you value for money. We thank you so much. Everybody, happy birthday. Maria, I thought you were resting.
Well, I've never missed a rehearsal. You don't get to where I am without a work ethic.
Andrew would approve of the Monroe impression. He's a sucker for memorabilia. I tried to buy him that dress once. It was so sheer, people thought she was naked. Of course, Jackie wasn't there. She was on an outing with the kids while Marilyn fucked Kennedy one last time from the stage.
Do you think Jackie knew?
The wife always knows. We should get you into fitting. Why don't you come with me?
If you're sure they don't need me here?
Oh, it's fine. They'll follow your lead tonight. Run two of us again. Make sure they've got the transition.
Yes, ma'am.
Cut.
We tried to elevate humanity by telling them the greatest story. How much of it do I remember? Actually remember? How much has been eroded by the retelling? I remember the pain. Well, the performance of it. If what you fear the most is death and pain, we wanted to create the purest image of that. The other one was there. Later they made two Marys, but there was really only one. I remember the time in the cave. I was dead, but in the past, the ascension was left to their imagination. I didn't go anywhere.
through.
Cut. Tail slate. Scene 60 Foxtrot, take 5. 4. Scene 55 Alpha, take 4.
Action.
Maria! Hey, girl.
Beautiful morning.
It is. It really is.
Percocet, a deadly combination with alcohol and a late-night swim. The NYPD have refused to confirm the presence of drugs, stating they are unable to disclose the details of an ongoing investigation. Her body will be flown back to Los Angeles later today, where we'll head to the county coroner's office for an autopsy. If you're just tuning in, we're reporting on the death of pop star Maria at the age of 25. We're continuing our coverage with Dr. Morty Biggs, here to talk to us about this.
Gary, it's Heather. I know. Gary, I know. Maria's dead.
Reset the TV. Going for one more before we break for lunch.
I will now enter. Do you love it? It's my natural color.
I like it.
I love it. Too much hair is like you're dragging your past around with you. When I look at someone, I like to see their skull.
Fucking weird.
You're weird. I will now interview the hot new director, John Jurek.
Hi.
John, what is your process? How do you visualize a movie before you shoot?
Trying to visualize less, actually. I want to set up the ideas and characters and then shoot them like a documentary. I want to capture something alive, you know? Now we can shoot on location, we can shoot freer.
Do you sleep with all your actresses?
As a rule, yes. An artist should be familiar with his material.
Well, then you should fuck Carl, too. Otherwise, you're as bad as Minsky.
We all know what happens to Minsky. Okay. Enough with the camera.
Jealous. You know why they call him Drella? Dracula and Cinderella. Isn't that perfect?
Okay, we are past the midpoint and the movie has flipped. Okay, we are past the midpoint and the movie has flipped on its head. We start to tear open Maria's world, reveal that it is more hollow than she thought. Amy?
Exterior LAX airport, tarmac, later. A plane lands and taxis across the tarmac. Exterior LAX airport, private airfield, moments later. Workers unload a white plastic casket from the cargo hold of the plane and onto a wheeled cart. Crowd noise inside the airport as hundreds of fans press their faces against the window, banging their fists, wailing and mourning and trying to catch a glimpse of Maria's casket. The workers roll the casket towards the coroner's van. Under the window, reveal Gary and Maria, incognito, watching the body being loaded into the van. Maria chain smokes, looking bereft. Gary keeps his arms crossed.
I can't believe it. I can't believe she's gone.
No. I just want you to know you'll be taken care of.
Gary.
I'm sure you're worried about the money. I'm worried about it too. The music doesn't go away. This isn't the end.
Maria turns to Gary, stunned at his callousness.
Gary, what the fuck? She's gone. I don't want to talk about the fucking money.
Yeah, well, we're all Maria Inc. and our CEO just died. Someone has to think about logistics.
Logistics? She was a person. She was our friend.
If she was your friend, I'm sorry for your loss. Maria wasn't my friend, she was my boss. And she never let me forget that.
The coroner's van drives off, leaving them alone on the tarmac. Gary glances at Maria, regretting his words.
Listen, why don't you come by our house later? I'll be there meeting with the team. Maybe we could find something for you to take with you. Remember, okay?
Maria, overcome with emotion, can't manage more than a quick nod. Gary reaches over and squeezes her arm.
Sorry.
He heads back into the airport, leaving her alone. It's hard being a star.
Is this a good thing for Gary? If Maria's been lukewarm recently, her dying, that's a big payday for him. Is he really that cold-hearted?
It's good for the story if he is. I mean, it's a gift that Maria gets to see how people talk about her after she's dead. She sees that the music, the fans, they feel something. But Mark, Gary...
The men in her life.
The men in her life, they didn't love her with any authenticity. Maria's rebirth is a chance for her to plug into that authenticity.
So let's play Gary here as revealing the worst of the commercial exploitation of the artist. Okay, you guys have a costume fitting now. We'll be back here in an hour or so.
Who owns your movies when you die? Steve?
A solemn walk.
Artists create, transform, and destroy. They find bodies and capture them, own them, tether themselves to immortality. Symbiotic parasites.
right. Forget your reputation, Ambrosio. Your soul is in the balance.
My soul is ready for my God.
If you go to your death unconfessed, your soul will descend straight to hell. We shall now put you to the question. This will be a taste of the fires waiting for you in hell.
Hell's fire does not burn, but freezes.
That may be, but few have complained that our earthly fire is too comfortable. Will you confess?
I cannot confess.
Cut! I really do think torture is my forte. John? Where's John?
"58 Bravo, take 4.
And action.
Let it be recorded that we resume the trial of Father Ambrosio. Do you confess?
I cannot confess to what I've not done.
Matilda has confessed to many crimes, including sorcery. We have searched your cell and found several ornaments of magic. This glass is inscribed with glyphs not of our alphabet. Sorcery!
Sorcery.
The city talks of you, Father. How you bewitched the whole of Madrid. Will you confess?
My reputation is destroyed.
Forget your reputation, Ambrosio. Your soul is in the balance.
My soul is ready for my God.
If you go to your death unconfessed, your soul will descend straight to hell. We shall now put you to the question. This will be a taste of the fires waiting for you.
This device allows me to see where I'm not. It shows...
40 Apple, take 2.
And action.
As a friend, I see that you are upset by something.
There is little that can be done about it.
You are in love. I am not jealous. You are in love with Antonia Dalfa. Tonight you visited her mother and took the chance to speak with her privately. Together you read scripture.
How could she know of this? Has she spoken of it?
You do not know my full history. Before I joined the order, I was in the care of a guardian. He sought to educate me in all the arts, including those often disdained.
Matilda.
I had no cause to use these skills before, but love compelled me. I could not be with you myself. I still had a need to see you. This device allows me to see where I am not. It shows its holder the object of their affection.
You jest.
No. Think on your love. Think on Antonia. Drol zinacies.
And react.
Oh my God.
The same magic that powers this lens can also grant you what you wish.
How so?
You remember the night that I was to die, when we took to St. Clair's sepulchre? That night, I performed a rite. I summoned a fallen angel to aid me.
What have you done?
I admit I trembled before the act, but there was nothing to fear. The rite protected me, and the demon obeyed. I did not sell my soul to a master, but through my courage, purchased a slave. His power has shown you Antonia. You can also put her in your arms.
I will not employ Hell's agency.
Is your mind so feeble it falls to childish prejudices? How is it that I, a woman, have the strength to wield this power, but you do not?
I will not be God's enemy.
And are you his friend now? You have already broken your vows. You are bent on the seduction of an innocent. Do not reject my offer out of false piety, if it is simply cowardice that restricts you.
My cowardice may yet prevent my damnation. I yield. I must have her, whatever the cost.
I will collect my tools and meet you by the crypt. Don't look so nervous.
Cat. Boys.
Oh, well, fine.
I walked down through. When I woke the last time, I was into chaos. I was weak and confused. I walked down through the villages. I found her in a field. She was still alive. She was beautiful. The choice was made for me. She wanted to know what I was. It was an ange. I took her into a farmhouse and devoured her. Her memories are still in here. She hadn't seen much of life, so the horrors of her last years dominate. She hadn't yet been kissed. She loved the woods, particularly that patch of the Kahile which she would stick to her brother's back. In English, it's called Robin Round the Hedge or Sticky Willy Goosegrass, Cleavers. Her favorite meal was crêpes avec endive, cream and petit noir. Although I don't feel hunger, I still crave them from time to time.
Smoke!
42 Apple, take 1.
Smoke. He comes. Music fills the air. Action. Marissa.
Yeboah. Yeboah.
Dagagnana Bazie.
Zroy Ziloisi.
Kize.
Niamzie. Drol Zinatsies.
Smoke. Satan off. Smile and turn. Cut. Check the gate and let's grab that mother-daughter on Marissa.
I thought you'd keep your distance if you came back.
I never can. There's more that binds us together than repels us.
What they do, what they create is worthwhile. I want that.
The monkeys flinging shit.
There's more than just existing.
There is. But not this.
This has been my first movie. What?
I thought you'd keep your distance.
The police was for Andrew.
Scene 74 Alpha, take 7.
Action.
Is this seat taken?
Actually, yes. I'm waiting for someone.
Detective Murphy, perhaps? He won't be joining us.
Do I know you?
Isabella Hessenberg. And I know who you are, Heather. You really look nothing like her.
I don't want to talk to you.
I think you should. We're both after the same thing.
What?
We want to know what happened to your friend.
It was an accident.
But you don't think it was? I've been married to Andrew for a long time. It's a complicated relationship. Legally, morally. He's a very powerful man. And that limits what I can do, what I can say, what I can see. I don't like seeing other women get hurt.
You think Maria had something to do with Andrew's death?
think Andrew had something to do with Maria's death?
I've seen what it looks like when power goes unchecked. I don't know if Andrew remembers what it is to be human.
Have you told the police?
How do you think I found you? The police work for Andrew. I stepped in before any of this reached him, but you don't want him to know you're poking around.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Well, that's complicated.
Is it?
I hope that you find what you're looking for. Good luck.
Well, wait, where are you going? Wait. VIP.
John? Where did John go?
Marissa.
The medic is coming. Where did John go?
You can come back from this. Don't let this happen.
It's
You can come back from this.
okay. Not again. It's okay. Let me die the way you died, and I'll be more.
You're lucky I can't reach you through this grill.
How is that?
Well, it's grill.
I watched Robert and Sophia. I watched Robert and Sophia. I was not jealous, but what they had looked delicious. When I kissed Robert on camera, I could taste Sophia in his mouth. I enjoyed the simplicity of it. Just two beautiful people, young and healthy enough that they felt immortal. I don't know if I wanted to spoil it, but I wanted to be in it. Where they're fucking or being fucked. I'd take more than I give. There's no reproductive aspect to sex. It's purely consumption.
Delta, take one.
Action. Interaction. Open eyes. Back to us. Cut.
Scene 33B, take one.
You ready, Thomas? Keep it loose. Let Marissa lead you.
Action. You are nothing without me. You will always be a footnote in my biography.
You didn't create me.
This doesn't feel right. Keep rolling. It's not just an argument, right? Let's take it to the bed. It's foreplay. It's, a wrestling match.
Yeah, I love it.
Come down here. We're just gonna go for it. Keep up. Okay. You ready? You are nothing without me. You will always be a footnote in my biography.
You didn't create me.
Yes, I did. I found you and I made you what you are. There are millions of pretty girls and I made you singular. You are as much a creation of Minsky as all these paintings.
Without me, you cannot paint. I will leave you. And I will sell my own paintings. And I will forget you and you will be alone.
A model who paints is amusing, like a dog who walks on two legs. People will find you amusing for a while. It is impossible for you to be an artist.
I will kill you.
You lack the masculine power for that kind of violence. Let's fuck, and tomorrow you can apologize.
Tomorrow I will kill you.
Hey, cut!
Fuck Douglas Simon.
Fuck Douglas Simon. You're not who I thought you were. What I thought you were. It's a lot. What you did was horrific.
I wanted to be like you.
I thought you wanted to be with me.
What you saying?
Should I be scared of you?
This isn't the reaction that I wanted.
What happened?
Alan told me you'd disappoint me.
He's dead. I was trying to help you. I made this movie for you.
For yourself.
I'll talk Carl around.
Location scout for Minsky Studio exterior.
Okay, scene 30. Police are pulled up, lights flashing, Goodman standing in the street, wrapped in a dressing gown, his makeup smear on his face. Franny is with him.
Have you convinced Carl to wear a dress yet?
Watches as police officers escort Olga out onto the street and into a waiting cop car. And she comes from here. Walker comes from here.
Walker approaches. Jesus fucking Christ, Goodman.
Should we go inside?
She waits outside. I don't even want to know what the fuck this is. Goodman and Walker walk towards the apartment as Franny gives Walker the finger.
Got to inside.
I'll talk Carl around.
Yeah.
I believe you. I don't go sell my amor.
Scene 26, Bravo, take 8.
Can you give us a clean safety? Just putz it and we'll cut in on the phone for the spin.
That was a test. Another test. Now for real.
Heather, you okay? I'm ready for you.
I'll do it. I'll do the party.
All right. All right, let's figure out the logistics. No one can ever know.
I want to go straight into another one. I think I can get it without cheating.
If not, let's try Tony's magnet thing. It's worth doing it right, John? John? John?
Would you like to be me?
Are you doing both parts again?
Yeah, that's the fun of it.
All right, read for scene 25. So this is the key scene where Maria lays it on the line. If we keep it real, the audience won't realize they're being spoken to directly, so we keep the energy between the two girls. Tennis match. That's what keeps their eye on the ball. Okay?
Are you doing both parts again?
Yeah, that's the fun of it.
Interior, Cafe Incognito. Maria and Heather sit over smoothies at the back table.
It wasn't that bad. I'm gonna be in every gossip mag for the rest of the month. I screwed up. So what? They already thought I was self-obsessed. It was funny. They were gonna get something out of you one way or another. You gave me a pet. That makes me relatable. Cheers. You've done so much for me. You've done a lot for me too. You saved my ass with Gary. He's not your boss. He's not, but I gotta admit I need the guy. I just wish he would quit it with the stupid birthday party. $10 million isn't stupid. It's a lot of money. I know. That Andrew Hessenberg guy, actually. Do you think your audience will read something into your playing Minsky yourself?
This is the sort of thing audiences tend to do. Just hope they don't assume I did it out of arrogance.
John Huston played no in his own movie.
Yes, but he's done that before. And that was De Laurentiis' movie, and he's John Huston. He'll assume I'm sleeping with you.
Because you're a terrible man.
Ah, look who it is. My handsome co-star.
Long time no see.
Carl? What happened?
I'm really excited about this movie we're making together. John, Marissa.
No.
Was John's idea to create a vehicle for me, an expression of how he saw me. He wanted me to star, but I wanted to write, too. I started feeling there were better ways to create. It interested me that even though he was sleeping with me, it was still a fantasy he put on screen that he wanted. In that respect, he was no different than Fisher. I wanted Franny to be real. And I realized that that was only possible if we looked at her in the right way. The camera decides who has sovereignty.
Mr. Greenwood. How's filming going on your new motion picture?
That's good. We shot the end first, now we're shooting the beginning. I like the character. He's a guy who's ruined by a woman. How did John put it? Hollowed out.
Is it novel to see a story where a woman uses and abandons a man?
I guess it's like a norm.
But here, Franny's not the bad guy.
I guess that's the challenge with the filmmaking. How to make her a murderer and sympathetic.
The great miracle of this world is that women do so little murdering.
You should put that in the movie.
And Miss Marcel, a question for you. What does Carl Greenwood taste like? Good question.
That is a good question.
His mouth tastes like watermelon and whiskey. His sweat tastes like salted butter from Brittany. And his
seed tastes like a Kumamoto oyster, freshly shot.
Carla Greenwood was sweet. He really lived in the moment, which I think is not easy for most. He had something, an intelligence, something warm and savory about him. I think he would have gone on to be an even bigger star. Poor Carl.
Scene 51 Delta, take 7.
Wait! Stop! Stop! I think I'm back! I won't tell anyone! I'm nobody! Okay, I'm nobody!
Stop.
She must have slipped and fallen, mixing pills and alcohol.
Is she okay? Marissa! Marissa!
Rehearsal. Rehearsal on scene 6.
The warehouse, large studio space full of art and young people. A sofa in the middle of an open space, lounging on Holly Honey, Leland Ganner, and Lottie Cole. Goodman, you want Franny's alibi to check out, and you let your guard down because you want to like you.
Detective Goodman.
Holly Honey,
Franny said you'd be coming.
would you be happy to answer a few questions?
Honey doesn't like cops. And none of us like cops.
Cops think we're deviants. They like to beat up on deviants.
Well, I'm not most cops.
I fucked a cop once. He stuck his stick in my ass.
So, you approve of deviants?
I like art.
You like art. If you knew about artists.
They're the worst.
Are you wearing a wire?
No, I don't need a wire. I got a notepad.
Oh, write it down.
What?
We hate cops.
Okay, so Franny was here Wednesday night?
Oh, yes. We had ourselves a big party.
Oh, the whole night? What time did she leave?
She stayed here. On this very sofa. Bare ass naked.
Did you take any photographs of the party?
You like taking photographs, Mr. Detective?
So
Lovely.
barefoot.
What's a better camera?
Well, what is it you're looking for?
Oh, it make Goodman feel most uncomfortable. Oh, I feel pretty uncomfortable.
Okay, slower this time. It's a performance. Action.
In your illness, you were taken from me. Yet here I am, close to you. Closer than I have ever been before. I can look upon you without fear of reproach. Your perfect face. Your lips. Christ's example shows us that sacrifice is the truest test of devotion that the Lord can make of us.
Open your lips. Got it. Cut.
Yes, late.
Ten Charlie, take 2.
Thank you.